GM, everyone. We apologize for being a little bit late. We just got chatting. It was a bit. We got a lot going on. So we're just chatting about a few different things behind the scenes. So apologies for the 15-minute delay. But Craig, mate, new week for us. Monday morning here. I mean, it's terrible weather up here. I don't know if it's the same for you down there. It's I actually think it is Queensland wide, to be honest. So not the best start to the week in terms of climate, in terms of weather. But how's your weekend, mate? How's the arm? How's everything going?
Yeah, man, good. Yeah, it's rainy here, unfortunately. But actually, you know what? Sometimes I like a rainy day like this because it actually,
I don't mind it.
I quite like working. I enjoy working. So also it's school holidays. So got my little fella here. So I must admit, if it's raining, it's kind of good in a way because I'm kind of like, oh, well, sorry, my man, I can do some work. Whereas if it's sunny, like, shit, we should get to the beach. But that's okay. The hand. I got a call on Friday after I spoke to you, and they rang up to ask when they told me when they're putting the next cast on. I was like, aren't you guys cutting me open? And then the lady goes, oh, this is the lady from the hospital. And she goes, oh, are we? And I'm like, you tell me, man. And so she said, so now they've said, no, that your doctor was wrong. We're concerned now they put this on but haven't done an x-ray to see that it's in place because we think you don't need surgery, and if it is in place you can leave that on. So now I'm going to go into the hospital tomorrow, get it scanned to see if it's in place, because if it's not, they're going to cut this off and then try and with their hand put it in place, which is fucking going to suck. Or I've had surgery. So yeah, I'm going to go in tomorrow to find out what's going on. So
I mean, that's not bad though. You'd probably would nearly prefer just a little bit of pain short term to make sure it's okay, rather than going under and then having to, like, you just don't know, like, and then you're out for maybe a couple of days.
I mean, look, ultimately I go in, they scan it with the cast on, and they go, by the grace of God, it's in place. You can keep the cast on 3 more weeks and then you're out. That would be the best outcome. The worst one, surgery, and the one in the middle's we've got to cut this off, put it back in place. The problem is, because if it's not in place, I've got to start this from day one again. Which I'm not. But anyway, it's all good. Such is life. And I must say that PENGU pumping's kind of taken the pain away from my hand, man.
Well, yeah, we want to talk, like, obviously huge news, guys, pretty much over the past, I suppose, like over the weekend and even into today. Monday Australian time, like the market is pumping. Like it's been led obviously by PENGU. Its ETF really got a lot of people happy. Solana also, I've actually got a DM today saying from a pretty notable person or a friend of a friend, let's call it, and they reckon the Solana ETF will be like approved pretty much in July, Craig. So that's like not like, a lot of these things take time. And I mean, when you think about the ETF, it was filed or a few of them were filed like a year ago, probably like 9 months ago. So I have heard that the ETF for Solana could get approved like in the next couple of weeks or so. So that's probably a big reason that a lot of people are like, oh yeah, shit, crypto. Okay. I mean, Hyperliquid's back towards $40 now as well. Sui's back nearly towards $3, but PENGU, KAITO, what was the other one I had in the title? Solana, obviously, leading the charge. I mean, the whole, like, a lot of altcoins are doing well. I mean, AR as well is up 10%. I mean, MOG's up 16%. Holy, it must be pumping right now. Pepe's up 8%. Oh my God, Craig, since we've been chatting, the market's just frothing up here. The market, oh, dude, MOG looks so good. MOG looks so good.
Bounce right off the 786.
Okay, I'm going to share these charts, but I want to start with this probably the most important chart for me, or one of the most important charts for me right now, Craig. And it is in the title chat. Is the Dixie. It is making new lows. Okay, so if we have a look at this, it's like this was the tariff dip. It is now below the tariff dip. Now, this is like great for your risk on assets, right? The fact that we have now rejected from this huge zone, like we've held this area since not held, but this was resistance and support since 2015. The fact we have closed, okay, a couple of things here. We rejected this overhead resistance. Okay, we failed to hold above it first. We rejected from there. We have now also rejected from this huge support resistance zone. It looks like we head back towards 90 cents. I mean, $90 or whatever it is, $90. Yeah. So that's pretty wild, Craig, to consider. I mean, the other one I want to just talk about, and we spoke about AUD versus USDT, because like for us in crypto, we obviously trade in US dollars, but we have to deal with AUD, IRL, like for rent, for mortgage, for groceries, whatever it is, right? So this is a very important chart for me because, well, if the US dollar is going to show a lot of weakness now, I should be trying to make as much money in the currencies, let alone the US dollars, and convert that straight into AUD rather than stacking US dollars right now, Craig. Because if this breaks out, which I think it will, high low here over a long period of time, this is over a 5-year period. So if this starts to break out here, like holding Australian dollars over the next maybe couple of years, over the next 5 years, is definitely going to outpace US dollars by say 40-50%. So
really, yeah, that's crazy.
It certainly could. It certainly could. Like, I mean, we could have a big rally kind of like this, right? Where we saw a big rally in the 2000s, where Australian dollars literally outpaced US dollars by 2x, over 2x over the course of like 10 years, 15 years. Yeah. So like it's certainly not a bad idea to, if you're an Australian, to probably look at a chart like this. This is US versus AUD, because at the end of the day, if you are trading cryptocurrency, probably stacking, and then the follow up to this would be, if you're trading, you want to be in tokens. You don't want to be sitting in stables of US. You'd rather sit in fiat, Craig, because how that works is you're losing money, right? Is the thesis, right? So if US dollar goes down, Australian dollar holds up or it goes up, then essentially you want to be in AUD. If it's the reverse and US dollar is outperforming, say, most currencies or particularly Australian currency, then for us in crypto, it probably is better because we predominantly trade US markets, Craig. So this is something that I'm keeping an eye on right now, because I obviously do a lot of US dollar stuff. I have a lot of US stables. So I'm kind of like, oh shit, hold on. I should probably stack this in AUD right now because I'm probably losing money. Like I've lost over the past couple of weeks, or maybe not. So over the past couple of months, I've lost 10% if I'm holding stables in USD compared to AUD, Craig. So a lot of people, dude, that comment, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, he's just trolling you with that, dude.
Australia's one of the best countries in the world. It sounds like you've never been here, so I'd highly recommend checking it out. But yeah, so like, I mean, he's calling me that. It's calling that, Craig, and yeah, the US dollar is just capitulating. Okay. It's just so funny, man. But I mean, we're not here to fight country with country. We're here to make money. But yeah, these are the sorts of things that you need to be aware of. Like, I mean, like if you're from a different country, if you're from Canada, then you should be looking at what is the US dollar doing against the Canadian dollar, because these are the sort of things that you need to understand. Is like, sure, we're making money in crypto, making money in I live here, bro, in your town. Well, bro, what are you talking about? You don't live in my town. I live at the sunny coast. I don't know if you know that. And so essentially, like, what you're looking at is like, if you're holding like stables or fiat, you want to be making sure that you're in the right one, Craig, because otherwise, as I just said before, you're losing money over time. So that's something I actually need to go check right now is, oh shit, I've got X amount in USD. Maybe I should throw that back into fiat right now.
Yeah, that's a fair call, because up till now, well, as of maybe a year ago, it's Kenny. Do you know Kenny?
It's Kenny. Oh, it's Kenny, bro. Bro, why are you throwing chat in the... Yeah, he actually does live up here. Why are you saying that?
That's so good.
Kenny, bro.
Yeah, having USD was good up till now in relation to Australian dollars, wasn't it? Because like buying anything online with USD was quite good, like groceries and things like that. If you're converting it to US dollars, it was the best.
Yeah.
But now I guess what you're saying is
literally opposite. Yeah.
Now it's starting to not be the best. And if you're holding in USD stables, over time, you might lose 10% or something like that, up to maybe more. Yeah. Which can be a lot of money if you're quite heavily stabled, which if I sell out of Bitcoin, I will be heavy.
Like exactly, Greg. If you have 6 figures, 6 figures of stables, that's $10,000.
Yeah, for nothing.
In US, that is $15,000 in Australia, which is actually going down. It's now $14,000, for example. So I've only just like realized this like now. I'm like, oh shit, I should probably go. I've got like,
you need an Australian stablecoin, man.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
AUD.
Craig, that's an opportunity just quietly. Holy.
AUD.
Dude, maybe we should talk to the company that we've been talking to. Maybe we should talk to them about that, actually.
Imagine how the ATO and everyone would be
Australia. Australia sucks for that stuff. Like,
the banks would destroy us.
I mean, Merlo has been asking to maybe jump on the show. He's just been busy with his tax stuff. Another Pudgy Penguin holder, but I mean, it would be good to maybe have someone like him on the show, or even Matt from Crypto Tax Made Easy, and just say, hey, like, what is like the legal ramifications or the possibilities of having a stable coin from in Australia? Because that would actually be good. Like, it would be kind of cool to have a stable coin, because then
I would love that, dude.
I would love that. And then the real question though, Craig, is would you be able to have yield on it? Probably not, because Australia sucks. We got rid of all of the staking in Australia. Dude, I kind of, okay, I'm back with Kenny now. Australia does suck.
Actually, you're right, Kenny. It's a shithole.
In a few different ways, but no, I mean, I love travel. Like, I traveled all last year, and I always was like, no, Australia's home for so many reasons. You can't argue with that. So
we're just a bit police statey with stuff like that.
We're following nation, Craig. We are pegged to the US, to China, to other countries, the UK probably as well. So
we have to be good boys here.
We have to be just neutral. We can't be making big calls. And unfortunately, we're not a powerhouse. We really should be the richest country in the world, Craig, when you do look at the amount of resources that we have in our country, from gas to lithium to whatever you want to call it, like gold even. So it's just nuts that obviously Australia isn't the richest country in the world. But yeah, I'm looking at this chart, and I should probably go de-risk some of my USD and put it back into AUD right now, Craig. But fantastic to see the market pumping, Craig. I bought KAITO in GTG. I shared it with everyone before this breakout. I bought a Yappy Bearer, or whatever they're called, as well. And I think this is the next wave of InfoFi that we're about to see. I know we discussed it at length last week, and I don't think it's going away. So I've been definitely not like farming's the wrong word, but I've been talking about obviously the projects more specifically on Cookie.fun. I'm staking now on KAITO, so then I still get exposure to the potential launches of that. Craig, did you get around to buying some KAITO or a Yappy Barra, or is that what is it called? A Yap Barra? Hold on, let me pull this up.
Capybara is the
Capybara, yeah, but it's called a Yappy Barra.
Yappy Barra. That's quite clever. No, I didn't. It's funny you brought it up, because literally just before we got on stream, I just checked the price of that and I was gutted, because
it's leading. It's one of the leading ones today.
Yeah, like we spoke on Friday, and I mentioned I was wanting to get in, and I still am wanting to get in, and I'm now paying the price for my lateness to it. I'm still going to buy it, because I still want to stake it, because I just think it's the nice lazy man's way of exposure.
Correct.
Without me being particularly active
in the Yap space. Yeah.
Yeah, just because obviously we're working on the brand and trying to get heaps of stuff done under the hood. I don't have I guess I could make the time for it. I just don't want to. So I'd rather just stake it and just get told every now and then I get a claim. I think that's a nice, easy way of earning a little bit of money probably will be a chart that goes to the upside over the next 6 months, probably. Unless the whole bull run ends, but doesn't look like that at the moment.
Yeah. Yeah, no, well said. I agree. I think it's been like Whale and Vo have dominated the Yap mind share over the past sort of week or two. So it's so hard, Craig, because it is like, as like I'd call us mid-tier. Let's call us mid-tier, right?
Yeah.
So we're mid-tier following count and stuff like that. So engagement naturally, like Vo's got 3x on me, Whale's got 5x on me. So like these are the people that you're competing against. Like and it's quite it's quite challenging. So
they're monsters, eh?
They are monsters. So yeah, no, I have how many do I have staked? I have the APR is slowly going down. So I assume more people are starting to stake it, or obviously price goes up. It's not telling me I need to look at oh no, I don't want to unstake. It's not telling me how much I have right now. That it's a bit glitchy, but yeah, I think I bought like maybe $1,000, $1,500, something like that. So I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, I still think this is a no-brainer play. And Cookie.fun too is the one, Craig. I'm just like, this is the thing too. If you're early to a new chain, I think that's alpha. Like it's definitely, sorry, not a new chain, but if you're early to a new InfoFi platform, then you can really dominate that particular one. So we should have more news on Zeet this week as well, which was one that came out more recently as well. That was the one that we saw on the timeline, went giga viral. I'm just having a look now. Kita's also up. Oh yeah, I bought a bit of that too. Yeah, so really interesting. Yeah, the market's doing well right now, which is good.
Greeny, what's Yapio?
Yep. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's the Arbitrum. Yeah, look, I faded Ethos for a long time. I'm finally on Ethos now, Craig. But yeah, it's just, again, it's
Is it another one?
it's another one on Arbitrum, and
I don't know if I can do anymore, man.
no, well, so exactly, and like if you're not early or if you're not big, like Whale can put one tweet out and he'll go straight to the top of that platform, right? Crypto
it's
Leon,
worth doing, isn't it? For
exactly. Crypto Leon has been farming it and he's been number one for a while. I know Zia, like, do you know Zia as well? The this guy, hold on, I'm pulling it. Again, another really good follow if you want to.
XER,
yeah, I pronounce it as Zia, but yeah,
I think that's right.
These are the sort of people who have just been farming, like, oh my god. So Bored Ape Yacht Club. Oh, Mutants just got capitulated, Craig. Oh my god.
They're below 2 ETH by a fair bit now. I was looking at it yesterday, thinking, what? I just wondered when I was looking at the prices why you'd even pay 1.7 ETH for a Mutant. I know that's
like why. I genuinely agree. I would. This is a question. Like, we spoke about it last week. Oh, I haven't looked at the cookie token. Thanks for that, Kenny. That's a good idea. I'll look at that shortly. But what I think an other side deed would be a better play potentially than the NFT. But again, you might need one or the other to potentially play certain parts. Again, we don't know. We're all speculating here with the news, obviously. So
I think, the thing is, though, I think it's going to be a pretty lonely time if they token gated to just apes and mutants, man.
Yeah,
they can't do that, and I know they
wouldn't. Yeah, surely
because they want everyone else coming in. Otherwise, it's going to be pretty boring after. I mean, apes and mutants would think it's cool for a while, and I think it would be pretty fun just them playing there. You'd be like, "Fuck yeah, this is our space." But after a while, you'd be like, well, no one else is here. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like being at a party just with your best mate going, gee, it'd be good if there were some girls here, man. Like, you know what I mean? After a while, you like invite some people over, bro. Like, so, yeah, I'm the same as you. I'd probably, what did we look at? A deed the other day was like 0.2.
Yeah, 0.2. So like, it's like, if you have a spare $400, maybe it's worth a hold. You just don't know when the timeline's going to hit, Craig. Like that's the question as well.
I agree. So NFTs. Yeah, I don't know.
Kenny is so right. Hold on, this chart looks so good. Hold on, I'm just putting in. I'm just gonna buy. I'm just gonna get into this, and I'll show it in GTG. Cookie.fun looks all the chart looks really nice here. I don't mind.
Did they drop their coin, their token?
Yeah, they've had a token for a while. It's just they dropped their InfoFly platform, obviously more recently. So, what's my downside risk there? Sorry, chat. I'm just literally trying to put a trade on right now. Oh, the upside risk is really good. Okay, yeah, the chart looks really good here. Okay, I'm just going to show this in GTG. Would you classify this as a meme coin? Probably not. I'll put it in the meme coin channel. Anyway, yeah. So, Craig, what other news? So, Pengu, obviously, talk to us about Pengu. I'll pull up the chart so that people can look at that chart because it's pretty much leading this charge, Craig. Now, we did have a little rejection off the 236, so you can speak to that. I reckon. Right?
Just not sharing, Greeny, your screen.
Oh shit! Sorry, wrong one. There we go.
Yeah, cheers. Yeah, so look, just a nice bounce off around about the 618. I mean, look, I've been calling this chart for fucking ages, dude. This is another one like Ray, where you and me were just talking about it for ages, saying, guys, this looks like a monster. Obviously, big bounce off those lows. GG to anyone who got in. I think it was about 0.007 was the wall low. So it's a 2x off the lows. Just that bounce, bro, of the 618 there or the 786 even low, but it didn't quite get there, I don't think, did it? Yeah. Bro, just showing so much strength now. And obviously with that ETF announcement, which I kind of thought was baked or priced in. But, I mean, look, I guess it's another lesson in degens don't really listen, do they? So people just ape in so late, and I'm so thankful for everyone aping in late because I didn't ape in late. I got in early, so I'm enjoying. I mean, bro, Eli,
dude, that's a whole conversation we need to have. Seriously,
we might have to bring it up on show one day just to show what not to do. And I'm not even trying to bag the dude out, but I just feel bad for him to sell off at the wall on a coin that's just about to possibly get an ETF. Must have ripped a sack, bro. But for the people that held or bought that low, my God, like this looks good, bro. And I'm pretty confident. I mean, I said in GTG, I called it and I said, look, my exit point, not my exit, I'll start scaling out at about 0.02 or just shy of that. So a pretty healthy 2 to 3x on a nice, slow, higher time frame cook. These are my favorites, man. These are my favorites. People are going to get, if you entered on that call, you're probably going to get a comfy 2-3x. And if you went in with size, nice play. Super nice play. Obviously broke out from that downward channel. Bang, exactly what you want to see. And the nice thing about it that I liked is the fact it's cooking nice and high up there. My chart's different. I've got my chart the wrong way around to yours. But long story short, I think it's just below. Oh, is it just below the 236 or just
above? Still nudging along the 236 there. Yeah.
So I'm kind of waiting. I'm actually waiting for it to bump its head and pull back here.
Yeah.
Because I want more.
And get that higher low. We might not see it. So
I know. I know. Just the strength it showed. Like you can see that big wick just got pushed up. So obviously it tapped its head, dumped, and that's why I was waiting to come back to that channel. I was hoping it'd bounce on that channel.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm going to get it, man. I don't think. I mean, I did have someone in a couple of the chats ask me how deep I think this will pull back. I think it's going to be shallow. I don't think it's going to be a deep pullback. I think we had it.
Yeah.
I think that's gone. I think this chart's gone now, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah. We might not even get a pullback. So how you could distinguish that? Sorry, I just had to alpha call something in GTG. So I just did that and bought some myself. So let me just check it went through. Dobaz. Yeah, no, that chart looks really good. That chart looks good. Thanks, Kenny. Kenny, give me some alpha. I love it. Floppy GM legend. Yeah, essentially what you'd be looking at is, okay, from the low to the swing high. If this is the swing high, like you're looking, I know it's now very messy, but you'd be looking, okay, well, if you get a pullback to probably here, that's probably the buy.
Exactly.
Something like this. And then
about 0.01, isn't it?
Yeah. 1-1. Yeah. Even
that's what I'm looking for now. Yeah, that's where my target is exactly. So I'm happy to buy there, bro, still. And I don't mind buying into a sort of slight pump like that. It's just about patience to get it on the slight shallow pullback I think it'll have. I think just based on its news, its ETF, all the catalysts coming, the timeline's getting hot. I think pullbacks will be shallow, but at the same time, I think patience is still required because you can still get hurt. I mean, look, say Bitcoin now dumps to 100K, then this is coming down. So 100%. Even though this looks great, the catalysts are great, Daddy Bitcoin still will dictate a few things. So you just have to be wary not to go balls deep in here and be vulnerable to a Bitcoin pullback. In saying that, Bitcoin also looks really good. So,
well, let's talk about that because the market's heating up a lot. Sorry, I'm just moving. I'm live. This is what I do. I live trade. I literally live trading right now. So that chart looks so good on Cookie. Here, I'll quickly show it. This chart, look at this, Craig. That looks so good. That looks so good. So good.
What is it on? Oh, Ethereum.
Yeah, no, it's on base. It's on base. So I just bought some on base. Right. Yeah. So I'm lucky. I actually have some what do you call it? ETH on base right now because I took some off. That's the other conversation, Craig, because I bought some Pengu on Abstract the other day as well, about $1,000 worth, and that's already up. What's it up? Oh, it's up, 25%. So I think I bought 1,000. I don't know. I did. Oh, and that's the other thing too I want to talk about today, Craig, is also end of financial year. So I know people, if you're watching my wallet, I did sell a lot, but there's a reason for it because it was to take some losses on things I probably will never buy again. So these are the sort of things you need to think about when you have made a bit of money in the last financial year, Craig. But
Pengu, I saw you did put that up, so I might have to go flick some stuff, I think, today.
Yeah, it's usually the old NFTs, Craig. So like NFTs, I'm a big fan of Abstract. There's been a lot of FUD even more recently, again, with Multiplier, plus other things. So and like we've been, Craig, we've said this all cycle, you don't want to be like, it's great being like deep in one ecosystem, but it's a limitation in my eyes. Like you got to be flexible. You got to be dipping your fingers into A, B, C, D, E. Otherwise, if A does go to shit, as much as you don't want it to, as much as we believe that it can, and I still am very bullish on what Abstract can achieve, you just need to be careful in this space. You never know, Craig. You never know what can happen. So that's also with tokens. If your token is up a shit ton of money and you've made a lot of money, take some profit out, take some initials out, please. Like seriously, like, because then when you're euphoric, it's fucking great. But then as soon as it dumps, Craig, you get those DMs and people are like, oh, bro, I should have sold. Oh, I sold it now at all the lows and all that sort of stuff. So I really don't mind Pengu here. I think it's a great play longer term. GM to everyone as well. So what's this? What's interesting about Pengu too is Luke has been holding off news for 5 months. Yeah, he's just been patient, hasn't he? Which has been great. Shout out to Breeze for tuning in. So yeah, no, I agree. I think like just people get it wrong, Craig. and I just like I decided to sell a lot of my. I think I only own 1 gig of ROM now on Abstract. So
Do you really?
yeah, because and obviously my on-chain hero as well. Now, my gig of ROM. Yeah, no, there it is. So my thinking, Craig, is I was taking tax losses, right? So because I've made money, I already know how much money I've made in the last financial year because I've been chatting to my accountants. So I've been like, well, hold on, Greeny, if you can take some losses now and not buy back these tokens or these assets or these NFTs, then that's probably a good play to bring down your income. So you don't have to pay as much tax, right, Craig? So these are the sort of things, like, as much as I love the ecosystem, I just have to do that because like the majority of the assets I bought are down. I did sell. I'm now back to 1 hero and a legendary weapon. I did sell my heroic weapon into a bid yesterday and sold my other 3 heroes into a bid as well. So look, it is what it is. What's your thoughts on all that, Craig?
Oh, I'm absolutely disgusted hearing that, Greeny. Nah, I get it. Everyone's got to move in a way that suits them. I see why you did it. I'm going to hold on a little bit longer to those assets and try run them up a little bit closer to the end of days, but not by March. No, I like that. I'll probably be flicking mine July, August. Time frame wise. So yeah, I don't think that's a bad play. I think if you can minimize your tax through doing that, that's a great play. And obviously your situation's different to mine. You got pretty heavily hit with a scam, so that's also going to change your mindset. No, I don't think that's a bad play at all. Myself, I guess I could do that now. I just want to farm Abstract a little bit longer, and I think I've got time. But obviously, as each day gets closer to TGE, I run the risk of my assets getting fucking destroyed. So it is a ticking time bomb, probably. But I think what you did is probably quite smart. But everyone, I think, everyone's in such a different position. There'll be some people listening now that'll be like, that was fucking stupid. And then there'll be other people like, fuck, that's smart. I need to do that. So no, I see why you did it. I will be doing the same. Maybe just not yet.
And again, like, I would much rather hold, like, I've got $12,000 of Pengu. It's not like I'm not exposed to that Abstract, and I still have $13,000 on the platform. I still own a big pudgy. I still own a little pudgy. So I've got $40,000 or $50,000 worth of assets in this ecosystem.
I mean, you probably sold about 5%.
I'm probably less, Craig. Probably 1% after all the bids and everything. So
too scary.
People are just silly sometimes, but you got to, like, if you're not thinking, I'm already thinking a year or two in advance. Like, these are the things you really need to do. Like, I just paid, as Craig said, I got scammed, but I had to pay a shit ton of tax. Like, I know, like, for like last financial year and the current financial year. So I'm like, well, I got to make sure I'm prepared so that I can pay myself from this, so I can pay my wife, whatever it has to be, so I can live. But then also I can put it back into the business and those sorts of things, because I'd rather do that than me dabble on some abstract NFTs and those sorts of things, Craig. So what do you think of all the FUD before we move on to MOG that is absolutely charging right now? What do you think about all the FUD right now?
The FUD on Abstract?
Yeah.
Do you mean specifically the multiplier FUD? Or
yeah, let's go with that. I think that's
FUD I don't know yet.
The main concern,
the multiplier stuff about them dumping tokens.
Yeah, and getting absolute degenerate tokens and all of those sorts of things.
I don't think that affects Abstract as a greater ecosystem. I think that's just isolated to one project.
Yes.
I think it's really bad etiquette on their part. I obviously saw the charts and the cells. Not great, man. And I would say to their team, that was pretty bad form, and that isn't the actions of a team that's got the community's interests and alignment at heart at all. So really disappointed, actually. So guys, that was fucking stupid. Bummer, but you know what? Teams, that's just the game,
that's
right?
The crypto, bro, isn't it?
And so when they want to, right? So bad form hurts the community. The problem they're going to have is they just hurt the community that supports them. So they just bit the hand that feeds them. Stupid. Never hurt your community, guys. That's retarded. And you were getting sent free tokens from projects. Why did you send us the tokens, guys? Send us the tokens. I won't full clip.
Literally.
No, I just like, I saw one example, they sold off 2% in one clip. Like, fuck me, man. On a 250K market cap.
Yeah.
Like with 50K liquidity. Like it's just
Yeah.
like, man, you guys know that's wrong. But hey, greed kills. So
Does.
look, hopefully everyone decides with their pockets perhaps not to support that. That pissed me off seeing that, to be honest. And I'm in some of those tokens they did that to. So am I likely to go spend money on their platform now? No, I'm not.
Yeah.
So I guess they hurt themselves. So Multiply, you might want to fucking reach out to the community and make it right, man.
Yeah.
And maybe
Agreed.
buy back those tokens and maybe give them out to the community as a gift. Like,
Yeah.
It's not too late to fix it.
No, I agree. And it's interesting. No one officially has come out and said from the Abstract ecosystem or team more so what
if I was Abstract, I'd be leaning on them. I would I would probably, if I was Abstract, I'd definitely have a word to them though.
yeah, you should definitely probably should. Yeah.
And perhaps they have behind closed doors, but
correct. We just don't see it. Yeah, that's fair. Very fair.
Which is business, and we don't need to hear everything. I think the timeline wants to know everything, but it's like, guys, this is business. This is money, like
IRL, that shit doesn't happen, bro. Yeah,
you can't ring Westpac and ask what's happening in their board meetings. So, it's just. I think that the FUD is overblown. I think people that have like microscope views of crypto are probably getting more emotional. It hasn't even registered on my heart rate, man. I don't even care. And I've got shitloads of money in Abstract, and I don't care. I think Abstract is still going to send regardless of a couple of retard teams, because those teams aren't Abstract. Yeah. Those are just apps within an app.
Yeah, exactly. Just greedy losers that are trying to make some money, right? Like
I think Abstract's still on the right track. I think the team does great work. I love the fact they provide a platform we can get tipped in where they don't. They've got our intentions at heart as creators. We get 100%.
Yeah.
For me, Abstract is behaving in a way for creators that I think is fantastic. So until they move in a way that I think hurts creators and not just creators, just average day punters.
Yeah.
I'm fine. Teams acting badly is shit, but I don't think that's necessarily Abstract's fault in a way. And I don't think we should bust their balls too badly. But I'm not, I guess long story short, I'm not too worried, dude. And I'm still extremely bullish. And I think that stuff, when zooming out, is a big nothing burger.
So let's talk specifically then. I want to go back and talk about MOG and whatnot as well. Yeah. I did read a really good post about some potential ways to make some money on on the weapons for on-chain heroes. So I think that could be not an exploit, but just a smart way that someone's going up the leaderboard really aggressively, but also still like taking money. Like it depends on how thin the offers is. Yeah, I mean like, there's only like 20, 30 offers before it dips off quite a lot. So you could, there's some interesting things I've seen recently about earning some extra XP on Abstract. I think it's just going to take time. The new game, Craig, the Moonsheep Cannon, I played that last night. I hit a 6x. It was pretty fun. I actually enjoyed it. So only a bit different. Def Fun rinsed me last night.
Same. I reckon the algo changed.
Yeah, I reckon the algo changed as well. So
I got rinsed as well 2 nights ago. I got fucked off, man. I got so mad. I revenge traded and I got fucked again.
So
I'm going to keep off that for a bit.
What meme coins interest you on Abstract right now? Poly obviously had this massive breakout. It was obviously a really good opportunity if you did capture the dip here. Abstar also had a big dip, but it's back kind of at its levels here, still below resistance. Retspur, I think for me, is probably the one that has the more upside in terms of like with only 1 million. As its market cap. So again, like it's still lower highs here. So you might get one more chance. And Craig, okay, guys, if you watched our show last week, you probably made a lot of money since then, because we literally said, watch for higher lows on everything. And I want to show you, Craig, the amount of higher lows on PENGU, on MOG, on everything, Craig, that we literally gave you all last week.
Last week, although it was doom and gloom, and we spoke about this and we said for everyone tuning in now, which is less people than normal, because obviously when price goes down, people shit their pants and leave. For those that are tuning in now, you're the ones who will make the most money.
Yeah.
So the people that don't leave in times of war, famine, COVID, disasters, black swans, whatever it might be, if you hold your nerve, you're the ones typically that make the most money. And it happens time and time again. It's just interesting to me, the cycle. It's so interesting, human psychology, to me. I could talk about it all day, but it's it's an interesting thing how we don't really tend to learn, do we?
No, I agree. Just shilling. I'm going to show this throughout the episode, guys. But today is literally the last opportunity you can have to join G2G for the 60% sale. The link is in the description. Please don't miss this. Check this out for a month at least, or a week, whatever. Come check us out. That it literally ends today. Okay, we print profits consistently. We help you become a better trader. But yeah, I watch high low here, Craig. I'd literally say something like down to here would probably be where I become very interested in that next breakout higher. It's probably the one. Like, I mean, PENGU went on an absolute craze. Oh my god! Please, I really hope Eli took some profit on this. Like, he was up a lot of money. We spoke about this last week as well. Like, if it's at all-time high, take some profit, chat. That's just like literally a great trading strategy you can have. So yeah, keeping an eye on this. But like, yeah, I'm not really interested in this one. Greeny kind of breaking out a little bit from the lows, but again, still same structure here, lower highs, slight breakout, not as strong. Bitcoin, I read, yeah. There was a pump off the lows yesterday, and people were like, "Oh my god, Bitcoin!" And then
I heard on the timeline people like Bitcoin bounce, and then I looked, I was like, "Oh my fucking god, zoom out, man!"
It's more like 1.3 to 2.4,
and it's sold off anyway.
Yeah, so it's real interesting. It's real interesting where we currently are. So yeah, I mean, Craig, like if we come back to traditional memes, dude, we literally said Mog looks so good here. Like if we draw out the 886 fib from here, I'm pretty sure it is from memory. It was 786, I think. So let me pull that up, make sure it's exactly where I want it to be. Where's zero? There's zero. Let me pull out the swing. So I mean, not only did it bounce exactly off the swing fib, Craig, it bounced exactly off the swing low to the swing high. 618. I didn't get along from there. I think I bought spot here. So which is the confluence between the 0.5 of the swing and also the 786, which I'll show you in a second. But yeah, really nice. And consolidation phase, okay? It's like price works like this, okay? Impulsive move, consolidation. Impulsive move until the trend breaks. And that's why a lot of people, like our mate overseas, literally sold into this dump here. And I'm like, bro, it's just consolidating. Like, this is a consolidation pattern. Price can't always go up. If it goes up crazy, it'll dump just as crazy. Like, that's how price works. And so, Craig, me and you are very bullish on a lot of assets, particularly MOG, during this period of time here. And sure enough, we've seen it really break out nicely.
MOG looks great. Look, it's actually good to see these charts starting to do this, because it gives you hope if you're in memes. And it actually doesn't matter if you're in other memes. You should be loving this because you want to see meme coins perform here. How does Pepe look?
I actually did. I caught a Pepe long, Craig. So this is, so nailed that. The high low. And we literally spoke about this last week, Craig. We said, look, where were we? I think it was, Thursday, Friday here. We were like, okay, I am on higher low watch. Yeah. I am watching. Are we about to get a higher low here from this low? Or are we going to push down and have a double bottom, okay, of equal lows? Or are we going to go one more bounce down to here, and then that's the opportunity? And sure enough, we actually higher low on a lot of assets, and we're starting to break out.
Yeah, I think this is, I mean, these charts are great, dude. Provided Bitcoin plays ball here, I'm starting to get excited. I'm starting to feel like I might get to sell soon, which is why I'm getting excited. When I say soon, I mean in the next few months or in the next quarter, but that's soon for me. I'm a patient man. That MOG play's been years in the making. So, and admittedly, I have sold on the way out, Pepe as well. I did buy some on the dip. MOG, I didn't buy on the dip, which I don't think, which is...
No, I swear you did, because I bought it. Because we bought it like literally at the same time at the 786.
Maybe I did.
At this 786, yeah.
Maybe I did.
I think it was like here. I think we bought it like here, and then it dipped below, and then it went back above. High, low, bang.
I think I bought MOG and Pepe and PENGU. So I luckily bought the three that are, it gets, just the charts though, man. It's just, that's all that I followed there was just the charts.
Dude, and it's still, Craig, we still get people in my DMs, on the timeline, on the show, who say TA does not work. Bro, I don't know.
It really helps. It really helps.
It's literally like, I don't know how much more obvious I can make it here, guys. It's literally like, look at this. This is on the day chart. It bounced exactly off this random magic internet line. Oh my god, bro.
And the older the coin is, typically the more it adheres or behaves according to TA cleaner. So something like MOG now acts quite well. Pepe definitely behaves quite nicely. Fartcoin, I'm guessing, does too. If it's got enough liquidity, enough high enough of a market cap, they're normally clean-ish.
So I really want FWOG to go back up here, Craig. That would make me a lot of money.
Impressive people are still trading this, eh?
Yeah, I took a long on this. Again, high, low, literally. Low, low, high, low. Reccoin also big pullback into the Binance Alpha News and then back towards its sort of 382. I did buy, I took a nibble, I think at the 382 previously. So let me just draw that out again. Yeah, I think I took a nibble. I took a nibble during this dip here. Again, this is I only bought $250, but I do think that this is a no-brainer sort of IP play moving forward. It's not the best entry personally. Like you do want, like you want to be buying the charts that we've been just showing you before. The only reason I bought this is because I'm so goddamn bullish on OSF and that team. So it's hard not to. Now, Craig, another one that we bought in GTG recently, literally, Craig, off the fight, this went down to $1. It went to 99 cents. I bought it here. I should have longed it, to be honest, but I bought it here. And so we're up already like what, 34% from that low on SPX. So I know after PO, we chat here. I was watching this chart religiously. I bought the dip here and I'm very happy for that as well. So they're pretty much like, we talk about this every show, Craig, but strength is strength for a reason. And why fade? Like, why try and gamble your money away in the trenches when you can literally go and look at charts like this on high time frames on the biggest assets of this cycle? We're talking the strongest meme coins. They might not necessarily be the highest market caps, but they are the strong narrative tokens, right? MOG, SBX, Farcoin, PENGU, FWOG, you could maybe throw into that conversation. PopCat as well. Those sorts of ones. Like, look at this. Like, again, it's very. I took a long on PopCat, so very strong charts. Okay, so why not just do that? Or if you don't have the time to do that, or if you don't have the skills or knowledge, check out GTG because that's what we do. So that's my preference right now, Craig. I mean, outside that, what altcoins did you buy dips on altcoins, Craig? Did you buy the dip on? Oh my God, Hyperliquid is literally bouncing off its 382 and starting a breakout here as well. Holy man, this looks good.
Did I buy any alts? No.
No. So talk to me. What you Bitcoin?
Yeah, PENGU? I bought Bitcoin. I bought MOG. I bought Pepe. I should have bought KAITO, and I bought PENGU. So my portfolio is pretty funny, man. It's heavy Bitcoin, like so heavy Bitcoin, like without remove NFTs, just tokens, 90% Bitcoin, not including stables, and then just 3 memes, MOG, Pepe, and PENGU. Like, it's got actually. I have got Sol. I tell a lie. There's dribs and drabs of other things.
Yeah, I have on-chain ETH and Sol.
Yeah. But it made me laugh the other night because I'm such a Bitcoin bull. But then it's like Bitcoin the god, and then it's like PENGU, MOG, and Pepe. Like,
it's funny though. It's funny. It's like, funny you say that
because it's like one side is so like old manny, like almost like digital gold, you know, like very like that. And then that side's like degenerate MOG, fuck everyone. Like, anyway, but I think those plays are nice. Admittedly, I should be in Hype. Hendrix is making the right calls here. Hype and Fartcoin are two that I should have in my port, but at the same time, should I? Because, you know, it's kind of like I don't really want too many horses in the race. That's just me now, my trading style that I've enjoyed this bull run. I've enjoyed the minimalist, I guess, the outlook this bull run versus having every badge last bull run, which I did. So I'm trying not to buy, and this is spot I'm talking about, different if you're longing. I'm trying not to buy everything because I end up stressing myself out and watching 50 charts a day and then waking up in the middle of the night to fucking... So yeah, I'm kind of backing 4 coins instead of 20, but Hype I wish I had in there, and Fartcoin. Yeah, maybe I do need to have those. Tell me, Greeny, do I need those coins?
Well, yeah, I was going to speak to my current spot portfolio. Now I do, again, like I probably need to start running a spreadsheet again because I've got that many assets and that many spots again that I need to remember where they all are, like KAITO,
all the wallets.
All the base ones that I bought recently. I'm like, oh yeah, shit, I need to remember I've got them. No, my core spot portfolio is made up. BTC is currently first, Hyperliquid second, SPX third, Farcoin fourth, MOG fifth. So
that's brilliant, eh?
And then
Sui. Good lineup.
but I still, as I said before, I have quite a lot of Ethereum based assets on chain. So ETH would actually probably be my largest position right now.
Same. If you put my big and little in there, then ETH the second. Yes, that's right. That's why I actually don't have too much ETH, because I've got so much fucking ETH.
Correct. You don't want to be liquid. I have right now on I have 2.5 ETH just sitting on Abstract right now. So it's like crazy. So that's my current position. I honestly wish I had more, but I mean, if I look at my DCAs, I'm very happy. Like BTC is only up 3% from my DCAs. Hyperliquid's up 5%. SBX 17%, Filecoin 11%, Mog 10%, and Sui 7%. So I do think that these over time nudge up. I do agree with what Kenny is saying, and I do kind of agree that you don't want to be in too many tokens right now. You do want to concentrate the majority of your wealth in tokens that you think will probably 3x. Like I still think Hyperliquid, we bought it at $30, Craig, at $31. So a 3x is $100. That's very reasonable, I think. So hopefully for me, like this portfolio that I've got here, I don't know how much it is. I'd have to count off I don't know, say 50K. Like if that 50K can become 150K in about 6 months time, that's all I want. Like that's all I want. And then I'm happy with the slow burn of that, because I'm leverage trading over on the side. I'm abstract meme coining, I'm base meme coining, I'm doing all these other airdrop info fires as well. So like that's why we speak to it so often early in the show as well. You want to be covered in a range of different ways. You don't want to be all in. Like I hate to use him as an example, but I will. Eli, like he's great, right? Like he's doing abstract wonders. I think it's going to be big. I think he's definitely number one on abstract, and that's not going to stop. But if his bags are only dominant on abstract as well, that's probably not the best portfolio structure. It's not the best risk management structure. You need to diversify in a range of different ways, particularly when you have a little bit more money. So if you have more than 10K, 50K, you really need to actually have a solid distribution of a risk portfolio and a risk structure, okay? Like I've talked with thousands of people all cycle. I've learned it myself over the past 3 cycles, Craig. And these are the lessons that you don't learn every single day, or you don't learn on the timeline. You only learn from people who have been in that position before. So that's why I agree with Kenny here. By putting more into a couple plays, as you just said, it allows you to sleep easy. It allows you to trade a little bit more aggressively with meme coins, with futures, whatever it is, because you're like, well, that's only 5% of my portfolio. That's 10% of my portfolio. Okay. I've got a big pudgy, probably not going to sell that for a long, long time. Okay. These sort of things. So I'm like, okay, well, I can be a bit more aggressive with these meme coins that I'm buying on Solana. Okay. Like house coin and shit like that. I can cop holding them in red because they could just 5x overnight or in a couple weeks time. So it's all about distribution of a portfolio. It's all about risk structure and risk management. And so many people get that wrong, Greg. So many people get it wrong.
I think it's, and as well, that's exactly right. And it's that time of the cycle now where the winners they're established, I think.
Very clear.
The great thing about this time, at this point of the bull run, is that it's, well, to me, fairly obvious what the leaders are. So now's when you can pile in bigger money. Rather than, I'm not confident to pile in large amounts of money on a new meme coin. I don't want to do that because I'm not going to let the market take my money this close to the end. I think it's close to the end. When I say close to the end, 6 months, a year, that to me is still close. A year's still close. So I don't mean a week for everyone who's new, who's listening, but I do feel we're in the second half of the bull run, if not further along than that. Probably more like could be last quarter almost, you could call it.
But I could say last quarter of the bull run.
Yeah, so I am aware that the wick is lit and the bomb's going to explode, and I don't want to be left in the building when it goes. So I'm picking I think the best players now have majority probably in Bitcoin, and then have your leaders like your fart coin, go heavy in your leaders. And then save a bit of leave a bit of stables on the side for fresh runners that come along, because there will be another meta that comes along, I think, before this bull runs up. There'll be something that comes along that does silly.
Even at the top, there'll be opportunities to make some pretty crazy money. So
there'll be Ponzi's that run to multi-billions. So I think the key is to be in winners now, be in position now, but go in according to charts, not your feelings.
Yeah.
And then have a little bit on the side ready for when the new meta comes, because I think when it comes, it'll be obvious.
Yeah.
But you want to have the money on the side, so when that meta comes, you're not selling other things to get in, because then you might be selling things that are on lows and you're actually selling at a loss. So I guess for me, I'm in position nicely, dude. I don't need to move. I'm just
Do you still have cash / stables? Talk to us a little bit about that.
Yeah, man, tons.
Yeah. Okay.
No,
What
ATR, I
what
don't.
percentage?
What's that?
What percentage would you say?
Probably 40% in stables. Yeah, 40%.
I like that. I'm probably less now, but again, I just took out a lot of money to pay for tax, so that's why my
I haven't done that yet,
dropped.
so it'll be a lot less if I did that.
Yeah.
I haven't done that yet, ATO. But no, I've got a decent chunk of stables there, man, that if I want to go into something, I can go in heavy, which I actually like. It's quite comforting knowing that. Because then I don't miss out on things anymore like I used to. And I used to get frustrated at myself because I'd always feel like I needed all my money working for me all the time. And I've worked out that I actually don't, because like I just said, the issue is if I'm all in and then a new obvious meta comes, I ended up always having to sell the other stuff. And the thesis on the other stuff was still valid. So when I was moving, then I'd miss out on the other thing. It just got messy. So no, I'm pretty heavy in stables. I'm also heavy in stables because I've got a certain amount of money on the side that I'm reserving for the bear market for buying Bitcoin. So that's Bitcoin money for the bear. Yeah. So I don't even want to deploy it. It's not going to get deployed.
I know I've asked you this before, but has it changed? Are you going to take profit, and when do you take profit? Do you sell all of your Bitcoin? Do you sell portions? Talk to us a little bit about that, because I think this is a topic that I try and tweet about quite often, which a lot of people do enjoy, but we should talk about it more often on the show. And we have, like, I know that we have as well, is how to take profit in crypto. Because that is literally like the biggest open-ended question that so many people fail with, is how to take profit in crypto. So let's discuss that.
Yeah, so Bitcoin, I will sell pretty aggressively. I'm still in the frame of mind. I'm going to sell all of it or near all of it up to all-time high.
Mm-hmm.
About 117 above, I'll start to. Sorry, next time it taps all-time high again, I'll sell another percentage at 111 or whatever it is, minimal 5%. Just I told myself every time it taps there, I'm going to sell some. So it's just a rule I'm going to stick to. And then I'll sell all the way up to 150K very aggressively, leave a moon bag if it goes 200, cool. And then buy back in the bear.
Yeah.
I still might buy some and put it on a ledger and pretty much bury it in the ground. Yeah. But that would be a different bag to what I have right now. The current bags I have, the intention is to get rid of it all into stables, to buy it back in the bear. That's the intention.
What if BTC only goes to 120? And you don't get a chance to sell? Are you happy to hold? Do you want this cash? Like what? Talk to us a little bit about that.
No, I probably would sell. I would probably sell if it got anywhere close to 100K. Probably all of it, near all of it. I'd keep a moon bag though.
Because your average entry was 74, like a little bit of buys at in the 80s or 90s as well.
There was a fair few buys at 91 to 93, and then a fair few. Bro, I was buying heaps in the 70s though, when it was bouncing around in that channel for fucking half a year. So I was eating up heaps. But then at the same time, I was flipping puppets in that into Bitcoin, where Bitcoin is 40 grand.
How much did you make, if you're happy to disclose, how much Bitcoin did you make from ordinals, do you think?
I reckon I made a Bitcoin.
That's so nuts, hey? That's so nuts. You made one Bitcoin. That's crazy.
Yeah, I reckon I made one Bitcoin from 0.06.
So what, like a 20x really?
Yeah. Ordinals are really good to me, man. I would encourage everyone to pump them again, bro, because
I would love another ordinal season. I just don't know if it comes again. Like it was kind of that second NFT meta, let's call it, right?
Yeah. It will require, it's gonna. I think it will, but I think it's gonna be short and sharp. I don't think it'll be a big meta. I think it'll be whalish games. Yeah. I think it'll be people like me. Not that I'm going to do it. I don't have the BTC to move. I don't want to dump a Bitcoin into a chart to move it. But I think there'll be people that are incentivized to. I speak to a few guys that are building in the background with ordinals and stuff, and they are hinting to me that there will be exit pumps. That guys that are heavy in that ecosystem will be wanting to take. So they will. I think there's going to be some manufacturing of pumps. Yeah. But this is going to happen across every everything. So it's not like no ordinals, they're doing shady shit. It's just that's what's going to happen. And these whales are going to pump their own bags. So
Yeah.
we'll see if that happens. I agree with you.
Yeah.
I don't know if we'll get a meta like we did because that meta was quite long.
Yeah.
I don't think there's no time, but I think we'll see. I think we'll see puppets pump, but I don't think it. I don't know. It's not going to be. I don't know if it'll be the run like last time.
Yeah.
I think it'll just be buff.
Yeah.
So I would prep yourselves, guys, as much as it pains me to say.
So what's your current exposure in the ordinal system? I have not used I would have to set up a whole new Bitcoin wallet, I think.
2 puppets, a couple of nat cats, not a lot, bro. I mean, 2 puppets is more than I'd like.
How much? Yeah, how much is that in BTC these days?
Less than I'd like. I'm down. I'm underwater. About
where did you buy it?
I've got it at 0.1 and they're 0.03 something.
Oh my! You know what? That's actually not a bad entry.
It's not a bad buy. I'm just not doing it because I've already got. Maybe I don't really want to though. I look, not a bad. That makes me sick seeing that. Fuck. Do you know what kills me, bro? I bought those and I missed my sell. I had it set for 0.24 and I had 0.23.
No, dude. That's why sometimes you do need to keep an eye on the.
Yeah, and then by the time I revisited, it was lower than I'd like. But now I'm in a position where I feel I'm going to hold for an exit pump now rather than capitulate here. Just because I think there's upside. I think there's higher upside than there is downside. In saying that, I wish I got my sell at a quarter Bitcoin. Because basically I would have had half a Bitcoin, bro.
So it was a while ago. It was a while. This pump here.
Ages ago. Yeah. So I'm holding, unfortunately. So yeah, look, not the best trade, but it's all right. I think I can get myself out of the shit here. I'm just
look, I mean, if this is the sort of like if this is I don't know, maybe this is the low forming.
I think because I bought at 0.1, I think worst case, I think I can get out of break even.
Yeah.
So I'm prepared to wait. I'm prepared to risk 0.03 to get 0.07. Is it ideal? Not really, man. Not really. I'd rather just have the Bitcoin and sell the Bitcoin into pumps.
Yeah.
But bro, if this ends up pumping to 0.25 of a Bitcoin, then in 6 months' time, I'll be like, ha, I was right. But not really. I'm wrong for 6 months. I'm not really right. But I don't actually really mind either. I'm not losing sleep over it. I think there'll be recovery pumps, hopefully. If there's not, fuck it. It's just that just goes down as a trade that way I was wrong. That's right. The moment to get out was a long time ago.
Yeah.
For me, it was probably 0.07. So I'm not selling here, bro. Fuck that. Yeah. I would almost rather see go down than if I sold here. If it pumps, bro, from here, I just know what I'm like psychologically. I'm better to hold and take a loss. I'm not actually, but psychologically I am. So I'm just going to, you know what? And if Bitcoin pumps, then to be honest, if Bitcoin does a 50% from here, I can still sell, even if it stays at this price.
Yeah.
If I'm ranting now, but if Bitcoin pumps to 150K, I can sell at this price and probably be break even.
Yeah.
So there's other things that I can wait for as well. So if Bitcoin pumps heaps, I could sell my puppet as well. So.
Yeah, no, fair play, because the US dollar value will get closer to where you bought it. Yeah, very fair. So that's definitely something that people need to keep in mind.
When I bought them as well, Bitcoin I think was.
Yeah, I was going to say.
What was Bitcoin?
70s, 80s?
It was probably in the 80s.
Yeah.
I was going to say 70s, but I don't think I'm that lucky. I think it was in the 80s. So if it pumps to 140, then I'm probably safe.
Yeah.
So there is, luckily, I'm selling it into the asset that's quite strong. God forbid. Imagine if the actual chain dumped on me as well. I'd be like,
I know.
That's why altcoins are so risky to have NFT assets on alts, because the NFT can dump and the token can dump, and you're like, fuck, Solana and Mad.
That's a big reason why. Yeah, exactly. That's a great example. I was going to say, yeah, that's a big reason I actually have also de-risked and happy to take those L's on the abstract NFTs.
Yeah, because if fuck God forbid Ethereum dumps to 1,200,
yeah,
fuck man, my
so
bags.
no, look. Everyone's got different risk tolerance. Everyone's got different strategies. Gion in the chat saying, yeah, rather take the loss on the ordinals than sell now and than miss a pump, for example. So yeah, he'd rather hold it and take the L. A couple questions from Breeze and Nestle as well in the chat. What do you think? They asking about Q4 for abstract. I still agree with that for the TG. I don't see why Luca would like say that sort of time frame between September and the end of the year, and then not kind of follow through. So I'm a big advocate of that time period. So that still gives you what, like 3 to 6 months. Then I do think they said, yeah, do you think abs will be bigger or worth more than Pengu? Now, I can't remember exactly when it came out the gate and when people could actually claim Pengu, but I remember I did it. I was live to like 4,000 people. It was wild, and I couldn't claim at that time when Pengu came out in December. It's like 11 p.m. at night. I was like, oh my God. Anyways, I think I know I had like a little pudgy. I think I had a few other things as well. So mine was like $75,000-$80,000 if I could have sold it straight away. I didn't get out. I sent it 60. I sold it at $60K US, which is just a stupid amount of money when you think about it. So abstract TG, I don't know if it'll be that high, Craig. It'll be an interesting. We've discussed this at length probably a month or so ago. So maybe it's a good conversation to have today. Maybe it's the last conversation, but the TGE, do you think big pudgies, little pudgy holders get rewarded? You'd surely think so. They would, separate to obviously the XP earners on abstract as well.
Luca seemed to allude to it by saying did he use the words they get rewarded twice?
I'm not 100% sure. But I know other leading people in the ecosystem do think that big pudgy still obviously will get their own stimmy, if you want to call it that, their own airdrop, separate to obviously people who are using abstract for XP and XP earners. So
I think they will.
I
think
Luke said penguins will eat. Sorry to interrupt you there.
That's fine. Yeah, look, if the announcement comes out that they get their own stimmy, those penguins are flying, bro.
They go back to 38th. Yeah.
Oh man. I got goose.
Do you sell? Do you sell? Because what happens if the abstract TGE can actually replace how much it costs you to buy that?
I know.
Pengu, which is exactly what Pengu did. I was in profit, but I did decide to sell. I was like, it's still like, I don't know.
It's going to fuck all my branding as well, man.
Yeah, well, that's exactly like you want to. Dude, you can't.
Ideally, I just want the abstract drop. I sell it and keep the pudgy for my branding sake.
I agree. I kind of agree. Like
hopefully Luca allows me to do that. Luca,
I would much rather nearly hold Pengu, hold the pudgy than probably hold abstract. Again, we don't know. The token could be used for A, B, C, D. We don't know. But what are your thoughts, Craig?
Yeah, look, if Pudgy's pumped to what? So they're pumped to 30 ETH. I'm up 20 ETH. ETH's worth
3,000. Let's be bearish. 3,000.
60. So what's that? 60 US. That's 100K Australian. Oh, bro.
How much did you spend in Australian dollars?
I don't know about spend, but I spent 21,000 US.
Okay, so times that by about 30 something Australian. Yeah.
Yeah. Say 30,000 Australian, I make 100,000 Australian. Fuck, dude, that's a 3x, dude. It's actually a 4x because it's actually the 30,000 already removed from my calc. So
you're still in profit here too, Craig. By the way, you're still up.
Yeah, but my entry was quite good. That shows the power of a good entry. It actually has allowed me not to even. I don't even look at the price of these very often, man. Because I don't think I need to.
No, I never look at it. I'm genuinely curious what I bought mine for. I bought mine for 11 ETH, actually. This is my old wallet. Traders Over Believes.
Yeah.
Hold on. I just need to find. It's this fella, I think. Yeah. Okay, this is my current wallet. Yeah, it's not connected to this computer. So, so I bought mine for 11.9. Oh, disgusting.
How much? But how much was it at the time?
2 months ago.
Because it may not be that bad.
So I bought for 2 months ago. So what date was this? April 27th. So that means that my average April 27th. Oh, tell me that was the low. That was close to the low. Let's go.
I thought you got a good price.
Yes, 1,790, Craig, per
Okay,
ETH.
you're good, bro. You're up like 5, 6.
So 790 times, what did I say? 11.89. So my US, I should probably know this so that I just am aware, but so 20, same price as you, 21,200, 21,000.
Yeah, I'm 21.5.
Yeah. So so I'm in profit. So that's cool. That's cool to know. Even though I'm down in ETH, which is the same the punk trade that I made, Craig. I made 6 ETH, but lost US dollars. I lost I don't know.
If only Ethereum was pumping, bro. That's fucking annoying. I wish Ethereum was at like 5,000 because we'd be up so much money.
What do we think about he tweeted it too. In the igloo, he said it as well. Okay. What do we think about little pudgies, though?
Bro, I really regret not buying littles under an ETH because I think that would have allowed me to keep my big. I'm still tempted to go buy some littles, eh?
I bought this one in March. Holy,
I bought that one too. That one's cool.
So I bought that.
I still got my little as well.
So ETH would have been about 1,800. So I mean, like my buy entries aren't too bad at all. Dude, yeah. So that's that again. The same question. Like, am I better to buy? No, I think you're better to buy more little pudgies.
So I want another 2. So I have 3 of them. So then I can flip that into an abstract announcement. The only risk is these may not
get as much allo or any. No, I'm sure. Like, chat, did he say little pudgies? Did he say little pudgies or just the big pudgies? Because if he said big pudgies, then it probably is better to maybe try and buy a bigger pudgy.
Yeah, because if he announces they get nothing, then I'm fucked on that play, and I'm that's the only risk with that. Well, not the only risk, but that's the one thing I'm worried about. In saying that, I don't think he'd give them nothing.
No, surely not.
I don't think he works like that. I just feel he will look after littles as well. I can't see him going bigs, get something, littles, no, nothing for you.
Yeah.
So I think that's a good trade, bro. I think that's a good trade.
Nestle also says, I think Pengu holders will probably get more rewards compared to the NFTs. Looks like the tier Pengu in Abstract will determine how much you get as well. That's actually a fair point as well.
Explain that again, Greeny. What was that?
Nestle, I assume it's a he, could be a she. Apologies, but essentially what they're saying is that the Pengu allocation, whether you're Pengu 1, Pengu 2, Pengu 3, could also mean a larger or smaller distribution of Abstract TGE as well.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, I know you get the bonuses for XP and stuff, but it kind of, again, like, why would Luca not reward the people who have given him the most loyalty for a long period of time?
Agreed, bro. I'd be rewarding people that had tiers because they've held it.
And I would much rather sell the majority of my abstract-based assets to hold Pengu and to hold a big pudgy longer time.
Same.
Now,
yeah, agree. Totally agree. I think, guys, listeners, I think these plays are fucking good.
I still think you've got time. Yeah, I think you've got time.
I need another little, bro. I need another little. What are they at the moment? 1.2?
1 point. Yeah, below.
I want 1 ETH. Maybe I need to start putting offers out. I need to start doing that.
Okay, so Floppy said in the inner igloo, he spoke about how people were asking for more exposure for little pudgies, which is why he made the TV show. So they probably won't get as much then. So maybe holders will get rewarded during TG in the future. On Abstract Portal, there's a quote, Pengu plans to have a significant tie-in with Abstract in the near future, but for now, enjoy extra XP every week based on your tier. Yeah. It's all gamified, but I mean, Craig, like, I did the same as you. I held my big pudgy through the TGE of Pengu. I had 2 rods. I had 3 little pudgies. I think I sold it into this pump. I think if I had held through the Pengu and sold straight away and then sold the assets after, I think I would have literally been very break even. So selling into the pump wasn't a bad play because you just don't know what can happen. And then obviously I did sell my Pengu airdrop straight away. And then I did buy back the low. So I'm tier 2 on Abstract. Are you tier 2 yet now, Craig, or not?
3,000 shy.
Okay.
I think it's 3,000. Oh, 30,000, whatever. 300,000.
Oh,
I've got about 40% more to buy.
So I need to look at, I'm just going off my stream. How much do I have on here? I've got another 100,000 on here as well. So I actually have a lot of money in Pengu. I have like $14,000-$15,000 of Pengu right now. So
yeah.
I think it's going to be a cook. I agree. If you're going after more XP though, I think something like Abster's not a bad play for hodling for XP. If we're talking about that, but it's hard to know whether little pudgies will be the trade going into Abstract TG. I lean toward, it's a tough one. It is a tough one. Like, are you better spending more time over on the Abstract XP journey rather than locking it up again in pudgy penguins? Who knows? Who knows, Craig?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to buy another one regardless.
Yeah.
I'm going to buy another one, and I'm just going to...
you have one of each. Yeah, you have one of each currently. Yeah.
Someone's saying, show 23, should I buy 8 littles or one big? One big. What do you think, Greeny? 8 littles or one big?
If you have no exposure to the ecosystem yet, if you have been using Abstract, I would definitely say buy a big.
Same. My gut says big. I think it's safer. Because if you buy 8 littles and it turns out that littles don't get much and people don't like the announcement, they're going to get slashed.
I still think when we think about Pengu...
I don't think that'll happen, though.
No, I don't think it will either. But when we think about when Pengu did drop, the littles did outpace the bigs.
That's right, they did.
But it's it's the same process. Like, are you actually going to buy 8 little pudgies, or are you just going to buy one big? Like, I don't know, liquidity, it depends. It's a big decision. I personally would buy, I have one of each. So that just shows you where I currently sit. And would I buy anything more? Probably not. I'd probably just buy more Pengu, but I still have, so like altogether in my assets, I have $40,000 worth of US dollars too, across the Pengu.
Terrifying,
ecosystem. That's stupid. If I went and walked out and told like my mates, oh yeah, I have like 40,000, well, it'd be 60,000 Australian. They'd laugh at me.
Same. Yeah, same. Yeah, no. Yeah, look, I'm going to buy another little. I think they pump. I think it'll keep me sane as well, because if and when they start pumping, that's when I'm going to get itchy fingers with my big. And I think it'll ease my itch if I've littles to flick on the way up. Then I won't feel as like, that tightness in the chest and, do I do it now? Like, I don't want that feeling. I want to alleviate it. So I think I can do that by having a little. So, and look, 1 ETH isn't too bad. I've got a bit of money on the side. So I think, I really regret not buying that sub 1 ETH, bro. That was do you think we get that again? I don't think so.
NFTs possibly. Actually, yes, I do. I do think about it. I suppose the last topic that we could talk indirectly with that as well is OpenSea airdrop, Craig. Have you been doing the voyages and the XP blah and all that sort of stuff?
I haven't. I need to do it.
Do you think they launch a token?
They've teased it.
They've teased it so much.
But can they with regulations?
But
they can kind of now because of regulations. I'd love them to, bro. It'll set off. NFTs will go on a glorious run if they do. Yeah. Do I think they will? I just don't know with legalities where they're at.
Yeah. Interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah. I think they'd probably like to.
Yeah.
I bet they're gagging to. But I think they're probably worried about getting fucked.
Yeah.
But with this new, with Trump and now and all this new, whatever you call them, they seem a lot nicer.
Yeah.
To crypto. I don't know. I'm not betting on it, but I think it's probably worth what you're doing and having a dabble over there just in case. I think they will. I think they will in time. I just don't know when. But they will need to in the next 6 months probably, bro. Otherwise, what would they do it in the bear?
Yeah.
Like, although in the bear might be a good time.
Yeah.
Like,
that's
things like, it's not the
worst. I'm trying to think. Didn't Blur come out after the cycle?
Yeah, so it can work because people have got nothing else to fucking do. So the bear, I actually wouldn't mind a bear market launch. For me personally, in my bags.
Yeah. No,
I'll take it whenever. Actually, I don't actually care.
It'll be so fascinating to see how big it is, and it'll be dumped to the
I
absolute.
will insta dump just out of honor to them.
You got to look at the amount of whales. So I'm talking like the top, like
Franklin will be.
Oh, dude. Like Lupify, like Pranksy, like think about all of these huge people that would have a D-Farmer, like all the top sort of people from last cycle. So
little fish like us will get massacred, eh?
I mean, we will, unless you can sell straight away. So that'd be interesting. But
Pengu bro's looking fucking good.
Is this sending? Hold on, we'll look at that as
just about to break over the fib.
Just a reminder, guys. Yeah, 50. No, it's in the banner down the bottom, but 60% sale to G2G literally ends today. Okay, I've just dropped the link in the abstract chat again.
Greeny, does Grind come out? Oh, sorry to cut you off there. Sorry.
Yeah.
Grind comes out. Is it before we get back on tomorrow?
Yeah, probably before we're on tomorrow. I think you do have to go claim on their website. I did share that in G2G earlier, so go check that link. Yeah.
So get ready for that, guys. Greeny, do you think you and me are going to get paid handsomely for owning a big pudgy for this?
I do think it could be good. Now, Craig, how many roles do you have as well? Because we did speak about this in the chat as well. I'm just going to check now. Oh, wait. Oh, I sold the abstract NFTs, so I no longer have the roles. Oh,
which
so I won't get
NFT? Which one?
I don't know. I can't remember. They said who they partnered with. So I can't remember. So now I only have 3 roles in there. So I have Pudgy Penguins, Bodoggos, a little Pudgy. So I did have 5, Craig. Damn, I forgot about that. So, oh well. I'm tax loss harvesting. I need to do that. Like that's a smart decision to do. So,
main chat. Let me see how many roles I do have.
Yeah, so you need an AGW wallet. So make sure you have one of those to claim tomorrow. And you connect to the Discord account to get it. So
6 roles.
You have 6.
Pudgy, Sugartown, Little, Dramelio, Final Bosu, and members. Don't know what.
Do you still own your Final Bosu? Say Dramelio. Yeah. See, I sold. Oh, maybe I. Yeah. See, the timing is so bad for end of financial year. Like, why couldn't they launch it like a couple of days ago?
I know. Yeah. Look, the reason I hold them is because I mostly forgot, but not forgot, but I just didn't give a fuck. But I probably faded a couple of $100 US there, but. Hey, look, if that grind's good. So, I got 6 rolls. Hopefully I get some.
Oh, you'll cook, bro. I reckon you'll cook.
What are we thinking, Greeny? Take a stab in the dark. What do you reckon?
I don't know, man. The problem we will face, what do you think my answer is going to be? The problem we will face with this airdrop?
By the time we wake up, it's going to be massacred the chart.
Yeah, that's number 1. But number 2, liquidity. Abstract has such low liquidity. So
you're bouncing like a rubber band.
5-10% to try and sell this potentially could be more. We'll just see. I mean, I hope it does well. Pons is a good guy. I think he's done wonders in this space.
He's
for
a good guy, unless I get if I get fuck all his shit. I'll reserve judgments till tomorrow. I'm hoping
it's all locked. It's all locked. Oh, so it's all locked for how long, Gion? How long? No one can really dump. Oh, well, wait, what? How long is it locked for? I haven't seen that. I haven't been up to date with that. So someone tell me. Okay, well then no.
Maybe it's America.
Is it like big pudges can claim first? They're gamifying the unlocking. Okay, well that's kind of cool. I like that.
I'll take that. I prefer that. It keeps people like you and me in our time zone alive, bro.
Yeah.
Because otherwise we get annihilated.
Yeah, we get absolutely hammered with this sort of stuff.
Sucks. Because it's always at 2 a.m.
Yeah, there's a wheel. Okay,
I'm hoping for a grand.
I mean, yeah, 4 figures is always nice, Craig. I mean, I had the Spark AI on cookie.fun last week. I got $300. I think I've tweeted 4 or 5 times, so not bad.
Shit, someone should go and tag the ATO. Someone put a clip of Craig made 1 Bitcoin from 0.06. Go tag the ATO there. Fuck. That's great. No, I did do quite well. I love clip. I haven't seen clips for a while. It's good to see one go on the timeline.
Yeah, no, Zane's in my chat saying I'm clipping you guys. Yeah, mate, go clip away. Send us a DM. Make sure you tag us in there as well. Love it.
So good on you, Breeze. Thank you very much.
Oh, Breeze did as well. So we got 2. I love it.
Good to see clippers firing away. Clippers are awesome. Thank you for doing that for me. That's actually really good. I think grind could be a little cook, but Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to get my hopes up, but look, bro, if I get a grand, yeah, I'll take it. I'll take any money, man. But the problem I have is connecting my fucking wallet with my Penguin in, man. Like, oh no, I guess you don't have to, do you?
It's connected to the Discord, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah, so you don't have. So will you be able to connect any wallet to that? Like, how's it?
No, you got to connect your AGW to.
Sorry, AGW. Oh, so you're safe then.
Which already it is, right? So I think you just go to claim the tokens, and then they just go, okay, well, yeah, you've got A, B, C, D. Here's your token allocation over there, bang.
That's right. So you're actually not risking your assets, are you?
No.
You'd be risking your AGW assets, but only in the way that
I don't like. If you think about Ponzi, it literally has an NFT ecosystem, so I think we're going to be okay. Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed. Okay. Well, that's quite a good way of doing it.
Yeah.
I'm happy with that. Okay. Thank you. That's great. I don't have to risk my asset. I risked it the first time, but now not now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
No, exactly.
I'm a happy boy. Then fucking let's go. Open the floodgates. I want to claim.
No, so it'll be interesting to see how they gamify it. That's for sure. I mean, we should probably wrap today. I've got some meetings and what stuff to do, but huge show, hour and 20 minutes. We've got 920 plus people in the chat, which is great. So guys, don't forget.
I was just about to say that sale ends today.
The GTG sale literally ends today, 30th of June. Okay, 60% off. Here's a guy. This is his profit just over the weekend from Michael.
It's still going. I never claimed that. Fuck.
Literally. So guys, here's some more of just trades over the past few days. Like, it's just crazy. We're always winning in there, but we teach you to become a better trader. This guy,
look at that picture.
Yeah, I did this the other day. So I interviewed a GTG trader who has 5 decks his portfolio and he's doubled his win rate in the past 9 months. And honestly, I don't care how much money you make. It's if you can double your win rate, that is the secret sauce of trading. He's gone from 32% to 60% win rate. Like, that's insane. That in itself is insane. And he did that all within GTG, using the traders, the community, and that sort of stuff. So go click that. Go watch this video. It's probably going to be really loud here. Hopefully not. Oh, no, it's not. But yeah, so I do an interview here. You can literally go watch this. So yeah, like John's his name. So yeah, go watch that, guys. Only 9 minutes of your time. And yeah, check out the GTG sale. We're one of the most reputable companies, you could call us, or businesses worldwide, Craig, that do it. So the website's all live as well. A little bit more of a discount here if you're cheeky. But yeah, pretty much all the testimonials are on here as well. So yeah, there you go. Highly recommend checking it out, Craig. I mean, is there anything you want to end with GTG, or that's pretty much it?
Nah, good luck on the grind claim, everyone. Hopefully it's a cook for us all. I know we all love free money, so those who get to claim that, GG. Other than that, man, no, not much. Everything's looking good. The market looks good. Bitcoin looks good. Pengu looks good. I'm so happy.
Yeah.
I'm not selling yet, but I get excited when I get close to being able to. So yeah, I need a new kitchen, man. So I need Bitcoin to pump. So
I want to buy a house.
Yeah, Greeny needs a house. I need a new kitchen. The kitchen's going to cost, I'm told by my wife, a lot more than the bathroom. So that's bad news. Really bad news. So I need Bitcoin at 150K would be absolutely delicious. So
yeah,
guys, look, great show. Make sure you go and follow us at GC Crypto. Obviously we've got some new branding there. We've got our big heads there. Everything's looking a bit cleaner. Hopefully you should hear a bit of news. We might have some great news, Greeny, about some sponsors coming on board soon.
We're still chatting with them over the coming weeks. So we'll see how
days, just a little tease there. We might have one very cool, what I think is very cool. If that gets across the line, I'll be very happy to announce that to everyone. Any other people who want to chat to us, get in our DMs. Let's have a talk. But we're looking for partners that want to do something a bit longer term, not just shill a link. So think about that at the same time, sponsors. But we want to form relationships. So our lines are open.
And we'll try and get more people on the show in the future weeks. I know I've reached out to Betty. So she's an Aussie who is the Dead Fellas, one of the founders of the Dead Fellas. So I've been chatting to her, and hopefully we'll get her on probably next week or the week after.
I think we'll start to get the interviews over the next week or two. I'm going to start to reach out to some people. So I think we'll get some good people on, get some more builders on, get some more creators, people we can learn from. I think is what we want to.
Absolutely.
Want to talk to, isn't it? I want to learn.
Yeah. No, and that's it. I learn from all the conversations we have, and that's the best part.
Yeah. So anyone, thanks to the PENGU. I am collecting PENGU, guys. So thank you for that tip. I'm a big PENGU bull, which is, if you had told me I'd be a big PENGU bull fucking 8 months ago, I would have laughed. But here we are. You can't fade strength.
Here we are.
And winners win. So you might as well back the flightless fat bird, man. It's this bull runs Bored Apes. I'm not fading the big NFT again. So let's fucking go, Pudgies. And I did send Luca. I sent you a second DM, man.
Did you?
Which makes me fucking sick that I did that.
We need to actually get him on the show. That's actually a fair play.
And I still don't have Giga Chad, which is also fucking irritating.
I think you're gonna flip me in XP this week, Craig. I'm feeling it. I reckon you're gonna flip me.
Maybe I haven't. Yeah, maybe, man.
But I all my NFTs, so I think you are.
True. Okay, yeah, I probably will.
Yeah.
So yeah, hopefully a little bit. Yeah, I'll probably hit the same XP. We've got XP day in 2 days.
Yeah. Man,
everything's ticking along nicely, dude. For us. I think if everyone had followed our lead over the last 6 months, they're probably smiling.
You're cooking. That's what we do. We've been doing it for 18 months, Craig, and we'll do it for the next 18 months. So we're not going away.
We're not going away. There's money to be made, even in the bear. So the show will go on. You'll see this show go on even through the bear market.
That's exactly right. All right. Well, Craig, have a lovely Monday, mate. Thanks, chat, for tuning in. Have a lovely Sunday night if you're over the other side of the world. If not, enjoy your Monday, Australians. And guys, we'll be back again same time tomorrow, 9 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, or obviously 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time over in America. Go click follow to GC Crypto TV on Twitter. Follow our account there. That's where you can catch all the replays, literally all the ones that we've done, obviously with Pio, with Easy, with Alyssa, with Dis, you name it. We've got them all on there. So go check them out. And for goodness sakes, check out the GTG sale. The amount of alpha we give for free on this show, Craig, just think about how much more it is in GTG, guys, from me, from Craig, from so many other people worldwide, and the supportive community who have one goal: unlock financial freedom in cryptocurrency. So, Craig, have a lovely Monday, mate, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, Greeny. Thanks, everyone. Ciao.
Thanks, chat. See ya.